Do you know the 3 different types of testimony you might be called upon to give as a private investigator? Hi, this is Larry Kaye with ShadowAnyone.com and the creator of the Investigator's Ultimate Guide series, which is premium private investigator training from someone who's been there and done that. That is a really key phrase this week, been there, done that, because I am not a lawyer, I'm not giving lawyer advice, I'm just sharing with you as an investigator who's been called upon to testify in these 3 different ways, and to give you a little bit of explanation about what they are. Maybe you don't even know about all 3 ways. Very quickly, the 3 ways I'm going to talk about here are interrogatories, depositions, and actual testimony in a courtroom. Interrogatories are written statements. So you would be given a written set of questions to answer. This is a very common part of the discovery process in civil trials. And you are to answer the questions, obviously, honestly. I don't even need to say that, right? Testifying, anytime you're testifying, you got to be honest. But you answer the questions in writing honestly. You swear out under oath that they are truthful. And it does carry the penalty of perjury if you lie in interrogatories. So when you get this list of questions, and frequently it'll be several pages, maybe even a packet of questions, don't treat it lightly. Treat it as with the magnitude as if you were testifying in court. By the way, these interrogatories will come to you usually from a law firm, usually the opposing counsel. And so the fact that they're not coming directly from the court, don't let that fool you. They're still very important. They carry a lot of weight. The second type of testifying you might have to do as a private investigator is in a deposition. Depositions take place a lot of times before you ever show up in court. It's kind of that preparation period. This is a time when you'll be called frequently to a law office. And if it's a big firm as opposing counsel, a lot of times they like to bring you into their office, try to impress you with big tables and fancy conference rooms. If they're in a high rise, they like the fact that you've got to go through the lobby and come up the elevator to the 22nd floor, the 30th floor. And they're just trying to really, I would say this is a form of intimidation on witnesses that they're calling, because what they're going to do is they're going to question you under oath directly. You'll be right there with across the table from them. Counsel for your side will be there as well. Counsel for your side can object to questions. Again, all of the things you would do if you were testifying in court, keep that in mind here. I have a separate video on that, link in the description below. But this is a live, in-person thing. You're going to dress professionally, be professional. You're going to prepare for it. And again, keep in mind, this is under oath. There are penalties of perjury if you lie during a deposition. The third form of testimony is what you classically think of as testifying in court. It's the type of thing you see on TV. It makes for good drama. It's good visuals. Again, you go into the courtroom to testify. Now, this may be during a trial. It may be during a pre-trial hearing. It's not always in front of a jury because there are judge trials. And again, those pre-trial hearings might just be the judge trying to decide maybe if something should be allowed or not allowed. But again, you are in a courtroom. You come up to the stand. You take the oath. You are under oath for this. Again, you cannot lie. You cannot perjure yourself. Do not freak out about any of these forms of testifying if you're called to do them. I will give you a huge hint that you can today, right now, put into place that will help you immensely. When you have to go testify, especially in a deposition or in a courtroom, it's very helpful if you can go in with nothing to hide. If you've done your investigation, if you've done your work in such a way that you have nothing to hide, you're going to do so well. You're not going to be nervous about it. If you go in, though, with this nagging question in the back of your head, I hope they don't ask me about this. I hope they don't ask me about this. I hope they don't ask me about this. Well, then you got a problem because you're very distracted. That probably also means you did something that's a little dicey, in a gray area. Maybe it's ethically a problem. I hope it's not legally a problem. So the point is, start today conducting everything you do with your investigations, of course, legally and ethically. Remember, what you do will come to the light of day eventually. One final point, I've touched on it already, but I will tell you why this is vitally important. In addition to this, the key element is you cannot perjure yourself. You cannot lie under oath. Obviously, it's wrong. Obviously, it's illegal. It's a crime. But here's the key thing. If you lie under oath, if you get caught in a lie, even if they decide not to pursue perjury charges, no matter what, you lie under oath, your career is over. No one will hire you. Nobody wants you. It's no good to have an investigator out there who will collect evidence that cannot be presented in court. And word gets around, it's a small world. If attorneys find out that you lied or fudged or kind of pushed the bounds of the envelope on a previous case and got called out for it, they will bring that up every single time you have to testify. Again, no reason to hire you because you're not credible on the witness stand. Whatever, no matter how great the evidence is you collect, they will always be able to put that smirch on you, that black mark on your word, and it's not worth it. Your career is over. Again, I've done all three forms of this testifying. If you've done any of these and have a tip or an idea or something you want to share, drop it in the comments. We can all learn from each other. In the meantime, this is Larry Kaye with ShadowAnyone.com. Remember, do the right thing, even if it's the hard thing.